Welcome back to Game of Thrones RPG here on Serious Gaming. Let's take back Riverspring from Valarr, the scumbag that needs to die.
Lannister, thank the Father. Nobody had heard any news of you. I was beginning to lose hope of ever seeing you again.
Yes, I am alive and well, but Valarr would have it otherwise. His men have orders to kill me on sight.
I dreaded something of this vile nature. When he came and told us you were dead, I thought immediately that it was some trickery on his part.
That's the kind of vulture he is. Unfortunately for him, he has no chance of killing Alistair.
Harwin, here is the knight Mors Westford, an old friend. He too has a score to settle with my half-brother.
Then we have to act quickly. The wedding will start soon.
Ryman told me that Valarr had 3 of his guards hanged. What do the people think of that?
The mood is tense. Many are hostile to the idea of seeing a bastard take the place of your father. And Valarr, hastening this unholy marriage, did nothing to appease them.
He's hastening it, you say? Then that means the Queen has not legitimized this ceremony. And if it's not a royal decision, it means the bastard is acting of his own accord. I need to see Eliana.
A wise decision. Things have changed since the riots. The lords have started to believe you abandoned them. Your sister could help you win the lords of Riverspring back over to your cause.
It is true that I have been quite distracted from my duties recently. But after what I did for them during the rioting, I expected more loyalty from them. They should be welcoming me with open arms, especially after suffering all of Valar's wickedness.
I wish it were that simple, Alistair, but do not count on it too much. Unfortunately, the lords have never put their trust in you. You had been away for years, fighting on Lord Tywin's orders. And after the rebellion, you vanished without trace. Some people have never even heard of you. They would have preferred to have seen Gawain follow your father, or even your sister, if it were not for her being a woman. Because of all this, they accept Valarr as their new lord, despite all his failings. With him, they see Eliana keeping the reins of power at Riverspring.
But Heart of Fire, how can they be so blind? Valarr will share power with no one. Eliana will have no say whatsoever as soon as the marriage has been consummated.
Your sister is no fool. If you still live, she will not enter into a marriage that will cost her everything. But to understand that, she has to see you with her own eyes. I can pass on a message to her on your behalf and arrange a meeting in a discreet location.
It's risky. Who's to say that she doesn't welcome becoming a legitimate power as the lady of the castle? If that's the case, she may well betray us.
Mors, you're speaking of my sister. She would never do that.
I don't want to take any chances. Do you really think a slip of a girl and some lordlings can make the slightest difference up against Valar's men?
Let me remind you that Ryman promised us warriors.
Have you seen Ryman?
Yes, he's searching the town for any worthy men. He will join us afterwards.
I don't like the thought of doing nothing and just waiting for him. I should speak to Eliana as soon as possible. We can come back later. Harwin, please inform her of my arrival.
I will have a message sent to her, even if I can no longer freely roam the castle. There are still a few servants who have remained loyal to me.
Perfect. Tell her to wait for me near the entrance to the Godswood. It's discreet enough.
Very well. Stay here. I won't be long. It's done. Eliana should be waiting for you across from the watermill.
Let's go. Harwin, please stay here in case Ryman makes an appearance.
Of course. May the gods be with you, Alistair. To see you defend Riverspring like this, your father would have been proud.
Thank you, Harwin.
Kill the Bloodseekers, huh? So be it. Let's kill some of them.
It's if not... You damned animals. Get over here so I can break your skulls.
All right.
Thank you so much, my lord. If you hadn't come...
Pick up your clothes and run home, child. You've been through enough today.
All right. Bloodseeker mail gauntlets. Huh. Don't tell me that they're actually better. It would be hard, but let's see. No, they're not. I would be kind of ticked off if I had just spent that fortune.
Mark my word, it's that Sarwick. What Valarr warned us about him.
Hold on.
Well, they shouldn't be able to hurt anyone else, at least.
Yeah. Keep doing it.
A gift. You'll get a chance to pillage later.
Damn, this weapon is really good, actually. Because it's fast, it does a lot of damage. I mean, chance to hit isn't the best, but that's because I don't think I've,
May the seven bless you, my lord. Those thieves helped themselves to whatever they wanted.
yeah.
Do not worry. I will soon put an end to these disgraceful acts.
Let me just check something. Yes.
What was that song again? Have one drink and you're a miserable soul. Have a barrel and you're almost a god.
And it looks like you'll be the
I like how they're just sitting by while I slaughter their friends.
seriously.
Alright, warbow.
What was that song again? Have one drink.
Enjoying your pints of piss? I hope so, because that's your last one.
You know, Moore's Westward is an asshole.
A job well done, I'd say.
Maybe he's not so different from Geralt of Rivia. You can lie about your name, by the way.
I hand out justice around here. Let that man go. Get up and away with you. Your crimes will go unpunished today. Give thanks to the Lord of Light.
Thank you, my lord. I will.
Yeah. Alright, so we cleared the streets of the Bloodseekers. Level up. Okay, skill-wise, I am going to improve short blades. Yep, there we go. As for Relore, I won't go for Wildfire because I can't be bothered. Yeah, so I need Wildfire to actually make that useful.
Alistair, you live! Oh, thanks be to the merciful mother. I really hoped he was lying, but as we'd heard no news, I had to bring myself to accept this ceremony.
Don't worry, little sister. I've come to put an end to it all.
I've dreamed of hearing you say that.
Eliana, this is Mors. He's an old friend of mine. Maybe you remember him.
Yes, I think so. I'm sorry, Alistair, but time is growing short. We have to stop this wedding.
We have come for his head, my lady. That should settle your problem.
Murder him? No. Killing him would do nothing to solve our problems with the crown.
Quite the opposite. Once Valarr is no more, only Alistair will stand to inherit Riverspring.
He tried to kill me, Eliana. His men attacked me, in our own streets, on his orders. When our banner men learn of his treachery, they will all rise up against him, regardless of what the Queen may say. No one will stand between me and our father's throne.
Yes, of course.
You don't seem convinced. Is there something wrong?
Nothing. It's just that... what will become of me in all this?
We'll find you another husband if that concerns you. One who can make you happy. And if not, you'll stay at Riverspring under my protection. You can put your trust in me, little sister.
You really understand nothing of women, big brother. But to be frank, you've already abandoned me once. How can I be sure you won't do it again? I'd like to forget the past, Alistair. I'd like to have faith in you, but it's no easy task. Riverspring does not know you. All our people know is that you rode off to war and then disappeared afterwards. I slaved away to uphold these lands, to appease Lord Tywin, to convince our bannermen to remain loyal despite our disgrace. Father used to say, everything must be prepared for your brother's return. There was never a thought for us. As a woman, I accepted my fate. But for Garwin, it was different. Father didn't want him as an heir. He belittled him endlessly. In the end, he disinherited him on account of their ceaseless arguing. Then Garwin left, Father died, and you came back as if nothing had ever happened. You seem to think that Riverspring will pass you by right. But don't forget who made that possible.
How can you say that? I would make a terrible lord without you at my side. We will protect Riverspring from the Bloodseekers together, and we will rule it together. It may not be what Father would have wanted, but it is only fair.
That's enough for me. You have my support.
It's a joy to hear it. Now, if you would, I need you to gather the lords. I will soon confront Valarr. I need them to be there, ready to lend their support.
That should be possible. Under the guise of preparing for the ceremony, I could go and speak with them without Valarr suspecting a thing.
I'm counting on you to convince them, little sister.
I will do my best. Be careful.
A bloody strong woman. Your sister knows what she wants.
She has the heart of a warrior. Had she been born a man, the world would have been the better for it.
The world needs great women too, you know. Come, we have much to do.
Alright. Of course, we're not just gonna waltz in the castle on our own. We're gonna march in with an army. Alright. I do feel bad about the idea of sharing power with Eliana, considering she fucked it up badly, to be precise. Though the Brotherhood was... It makes me wonder if Harleton was working together with the Collector to destroy Riverspring. It's hard to say. Could be, might be, might not be.
Ah, there you are. Have you spoken to your sister?
I have. If all goes well, Eliana will make sure that the lords of Riverspring will be there when the time comes to confront Valarr.
Excellent. With all those witnesses, Valarr will be unable to end this in bloodshed.
I don't want to discourage you, but that wouldn't stop me.
He may be half mad, but I don't think he would go that far.
Let's hope so.
Be that as it may, I heard you chased the Bloodseekers from our streets. The people of Riverspring will not forget that.
As long as I live, I will never allow a bunch of sellswords to terrorize my people. No news of Ryman?
Not yet, but I'm sure he'll be here soon.
What the hell is your cousin doing? How long does it take to get around this town?
Strange. That stubborn ass is proud of his punctuality.
Well, he has chosen the wrong day to make an exception. Let's not stay here.
Not so fast, my friends. You're not going anywhere. When I bring him your heads, Lord Valarr will shower me in gold.
Showered with gold, no less. How sad. I hate to crush a man's dream.
The old captain! Where did he come from?
What should we do with this scum, Alistair?
We can't take any risks. They need to die.
Son of a whore.
That's what you get for serving a whoreson. You die younger.
Ryman, are these all the men you could find?
The only trustworthy ones, yes. But they're brave and completely devoted to the memory of Lord Reynald.
We are fighting an enemy who is trying to seize our land by any means. I need to know that I can count on you.
You are the legitimate lord of this land, sir. Our swords are yours.
Good. I accept them with joy. Your bravery does you great honor.
This escort should be able to ensure your safety within the castle, but if things go wrong, it won't be enough to hold the town. Since Valar's arrival, many of your father's men have retreated to the country. If we inform them of your return, they are certain to come back to us.
Indeed, we may need them. I will leave that in your hands, Harwin.
As for us, we need to have a word with Valarr.
Come on, we have a castle to take back.
Well, what do we have here? Sir Ryman, I thought Lord Valarr made it perfectly clear to you that you're not welcome in this castle.
Valarr is a bloody fool. My cousin Alistair is the only master here. Move aside, old man, or suffer the consequences.
Alistair, eh? Well, you're out of luck this time. Once I've called my men, we'll make sure you die this time.
You poor bastard. Don't you know? Your men are already dead.
What? Guards!
A fine victory, Alistair. The streets of Riverspring are ours.
But not the castle. Be very careful. There will be many enemies inside.
Yes, well, this one is obviously better. It's a better design anyway for a piece of armor. And I'm not talking here like how it looks, I'm just talking here functionality. This is actually a superior helmet than the square one, flat top one. Alright, here we go. The castle.
Look who's here. The little chicken Sarwick come home to roost. I'll take my time in plucking you, boy.
Save your japes for the corpses outside the gates, Wex. It didn't do them much good having you as their leader.
I'm no wet nurse to those craving weaklings. I'm here to kill the rats.
You'll do no such thing, Lieutenant. You speak of my brother and my cousin. They will always be welcome within these walls. Let them through.
Forgive me, my lady, but these bastards have taken the castle by force, slit the throats of our guards. So they tell me. I'm only following orders.
As I said, you won't do anything. I doubt Valarr could put his own family to the sword without punishment from the crown.
Ah, may the others take you. Valarr can take care of you himself.
That's exactly what we want. Run ahead to tell him we're on our way.
Oh, I'll tell him. And I'll make sure to be there when he comes to finish you off.
Thank you, Ilyana. That was very clever. Is everything ready?
I was able to pass the word on. All the town's most important men await your appearance in the throne room. Maester Harwin has made sure that our bannermen have been told.
They may not make it in time. I can't wait for them. It is time I settled matters with Valarr.
Alright, Valarr.
God be good. It's...
Surprised to see me, traitor?
Alistair, we were just waiting for you. I assume you've come to lead your sister to the altar. I also hope you'll stay for the bedding.
You are a disgrace to this family, Valarr. Your very existence is an affront to our values.
Would that be old Moors I see there? Perfect. If that oaf is here, then his little lady can't be far away.
I have come to take back what is mine by right. I cannot abide your crimes anymore. Leave Riverspring while you still can.
You have some nerve. You come to tell me that here, on my wedding day. I think you'll find that my Bloodseekers are more than capable of punishing those who challenge my authority. They will even take great pleasure in doing it.
Valarr, my brother and his friends speak only for themselves. But your threats mean nothing here, in front of this gathering of our banners.
Agreed! Stop this tyranny!
You declared that Sir Alistair was dead. However, it appears he is very much alive. Why have you deceived us?
I find myself asking the same question, and I demand an explanation.
You want the truth? So be it. Ilyana, your brother is wanted for murder. He comes here with a deserter from the Night's Watch and a known enemy of the Crown, whose death has been ordered by the Queen herself. I declared that he had been given an honorable death because I wanted to preserve our family's honor. Along with Garwin's murder of his father, Alistair's crimes would have sullied our name beyond redemption. I think you would agree with me that he can no longer lay claim to the seat of Riverspring after such acts.
You bastard! This is all just a string of lies.
I'm not interested in your falsehoods. To me, you're both guilty of treason, and that is all that matters. I have the power and the orders to punish you in the name of the Queen. And mark my words, I have every intention of carrying them out. Now, surrender, Alistair. If you resist, I will call on my army. They are waiting on my orders around Riverspring. All I need is to say the word, and this town will fall to the sword.
How can you claim to be the Lord of Riverspring when you would threaten your own people with your army? You care nothing for our values. Family is hope, Valarr. You should never have gone against us.
Such noble words didn't stop old Reynold from throwing me and Gawain out like common thieves. Nothing you say will prevent me from fulfilling my duty. Mors and Alistair, you are traitors. You will have to answer for your crimes.
You want justice? Very well. I call for a trial by combat. Our respective gods will separate the just from the unjust, the honorable from the traitor. Who should live, and who will die?
Splendid idea, Sir Alistair. May the gods witness this fight.
Wait, Alistair. Valarr, you say we are criminals and traitors. You accuse Jane of being an enemy of the crown. I will make you eat those words myself. So, fight me, here and now. Let's settle this once and for all.
Careful, Mors. Both our lives are at stake here.
Don't worry. I know what I'm doing.
Be careful. I've seen how the snake hisses in his enemy's ears, distracting them as he moves in to strike. Whatever happens, stay focused on the fight. Do not let him distract you with his insults and lies.
I accept. Whether I face Alistair or you, it matters little. Neither of you pose any threat to me. Both of you face your death either way.
I hope you know what you're doing. The duel has been accepted. These men will fight to the death under the sight of the gods. Everyone, make room!
Let us say our prayers this day to the seven that stand as one. May they look fairly upon those who are about to face their judgment. On behalf of the Crown, Sir Valarr Hill accuses Sir Alistair Sarwick of treason, and of conspiring with traitors and enemies of the realm. Sir Mors Westford rejects the charges against him. He will fight to defend himself in a trial by combat, as well as Sir Alistair. May the Seven search their souls to know truth from lies. May they accord justice to the innocent and death to the guilty. May the gods let their judgment be known, and we shall accept it.
A pity I have to kill you, Mors. Now you won't get to see what I'll do to your little slut before I turn her over to the Queen.
Save your breath. You haven't got many more.
Don't tell me you care that much for this whore. Open your eyes, old man. Why do you think she let that fat pig Robert stick his cock in her? It's well known he beds nothing but whores now. I assume she's not actually paying you with coin. Maybe your protection costs are nothing more than her teats and arse.
You talk too much for a servant. Let's see if your sword cuts as well as your tongue.
Tiring already, old man? What happened to the great Moors who could strike down knights and horses with one swing of his sword? You fight like a crippled hen.
I'm just warming up, boy. A horse is a worthy foe, unlike you.
Oh, really? Come at me again then, old man. Everyone is here to see you die. At least make it entertaining. It seems you're near your end, old man. But don't worry, your little slut will be joining you soon.
You will have to find her first.
Oh, I will find her. Especially if you hid her as well as you hid your family.
What? What do you know about my family?
I know that you'll be with them soon. In the hell reserved for idiots and the weak.
You will tell me everything, you piece of shit. Through the slit in your throat while your blood chokes your words, you will tell me everything. It's over, Valarr.
Oh, really?
Moors! Behind you!
Know one thing before you die, old man. I slaughtered your family. Your daughter was crying. She cried right to the end, calling for her father. But you weren't there, were you? You abandoned them. So I told them that when I found you, I'd send you back to them. And I am a man of my word.
No! Moors! No! Sorcery! Treachery!
The Seven will not stand for such deception.
Evil
This
bastard!
duel is invalid.
Stop this tyrant!
Alistair! Alistair for Riverspring!
Bloody cockroaches! Riverspring will be mine, whether you like it or not!
Let her go!
First tell me where the bastard's mother is.
Out of the question!
Tell me where Moors has hidden that whore, Alistair. Unless you'd prefer I cut her throat.
No, she's still at Castlewood. Lord Halt captured her.
It seems everyone is after that slut. Lord Halton, you say? He'll bring her to me, or I'll raze his castle to the ground. As for you, Sarwicks, you'll give me no more trouble.
No!
Lock him in Lord Reynolds' crypt. Let him die next to his father. I must leave immediately for Castlewood. Wex, I leave the town to you in my absence. The people need to know who rules here. Kill as many of them as you need to.
So he kills Eliana, but he doesn't kill... Okay. Mors is dead, slain by a Valarr.
Father, here we are, sharing the same tomb. What irony. The Sarwick bloodline will end here, with me.
Alistair! Seven gods, wake up! Come on, come on! I haven't been crawling around these caves just to find a dead body. Get up, cousin! We need you.
Ryman?
At last! Praise the Seven, you live!
You were able to escape Valar's men? How many of you are there?
A handful of my men hide in Riverspring Godswood.
Are these the only forces we have remaining?
After the massacre in the Great Hall, they imprisoned a good number of our men in the dungeons. When Valarr left with the better part of his troops, I took the chance to slip out of the castle. I was looking for a means to save our men when I heard those bastards speaking of you. They were laughing that they had locked you in your own father's tomb. That's how I found you.
What luck that you overheard them. Now that I'm free, we must act.
Well, what's the plan, Alistair?
We should protect those still alive first.
That won't be easy, I fear. Valarr has entrusted Riverspring into the hands of his lieutenant, Wex.
Since then, his men have been doing as they please. They're slaughtering anyone who comes up against them.
There's not a moment to lose then. We must act before the Bloodseekers slaughter everyone.
It's good to see you have returned, Alistair. I'm with you until the end. I can hear someone.
Alright, he has a taunt, doesn't he? Alright, blow them up. Right, need some healing. And some smoke. Alright. Blow them up. Alright. Let's get the prisoners out of their shackles. Yeah, I can't succeed here. So I need to be a bit more careful. I screwed up with the wildfire, that's the main reason. Oh, wildfire flames. There might be just a bit too many. Okay, combust the bastard.
Warrior, defend me. These are my men. We have to free them. The dungeon keys must be around here somewhere.
Yeah, a symbol of defiance.
Captain, I knew you wouldn't abandon us here.
You do not deserve to die here, Graydon.
Lord Alistair! I thought you were dead. We failed to protect you, and to protect Riverspring.
This is not the time for grieving. You're going to help me take back my castle, soldiers.
We are ready to serve Riverspring.
And we'll need strapping men like you, and your swords.
Sir Alistair, be careful. Some of these prisoners are really dangerous.
I really hope so. We're gonna need all the hands we can get.
Let me out! This is inhuman!
Shut it, idiot! Listen to what your lord has to say to you.
Rioter, do you know many people outside?
Yes, my lord. I know everyone in town.
Good. Our town suffers greatly. Soldiers are in the streets and happy to spill the small folks' blood. The fact that you know the people of Riverspring could be of use to us. If you help us, I will grant you your freedom. What do you say?
Leave this place to go and die a needless death at the hands of sellswords? No, thank you. I prefer prison over death.
If you stay here, Valar's men will be down here sooner or later, and then, well, you're as good as dead. Whereas outside, you'd be free, and with us. There will always be danger, for sure, but everyone will be in danger. Your neighbors, your friends, your family. Do you wish to leave them all at the mercy of a band of pillagers and murderers?
No, my lord.
So come with us. Ryman, get him out of there.
Sis Arwick, Mother, have mercy, help me.
We do not yet know the outcome of the battle, woman. You'll be safer here, believe me.
I do not fear for myself, but for the life of my sister. She won't know how to survive on her own. Not like me. I've always taken care of her.
Do you expect me to believe you know how to fight?
I know how to survive, sir. You've only to ask that pig of a guard who dared to touch her.
All right, go join your sister, and keep yourselves safe. Take as many people with you as you can.
Thank you, sir. I thought we would all die in this rat hole.
I advise you not to free that one there. I don't trust him at all. He's an assassin.
An assassin, you say? Well, I wasn't really expecting to find Septons in here.
Him? He's different. He's really dangerous. I lost one of my men taking him in, and nearly ended up with 2 more dead as well.
If he can hold his own against 4 professional soldiers, he could be of great use to us. Let's risk it.
Aye. Well, that depends on who he plans to fight.
Listen to me, prisoner. Some sellswords are pillaging the town. They have orders to kill any man who crosses them. I am in need of men to fight them. If you help us win, you must then take your leave of Riverspring and never return. But you will at least have your freedom. What do you say?
I will fight.
You should leave him to his fate. I want no more to do with him.
I hear what you say, Ryman, but we are in need of all the help we can get. Open this gate.
Now at last we can attack these dogs!
No, I don't want to take any risks. We need to use cunning.
How are we to use cunning?
I will take one of their uniforms, infiltrate them, and then find a way of getting you into the castle. I will use this to assess their strengths and prepare the groundwork. If I find any survivors up there, I'll find a way to get them out.
It's too dangerous. Let me go with you.
No. Alone, I will stand more chance of passing through unnoticed. You will gather as many available men as you can in the Riverspring Godswood. As soon as I open these gates, you must be ready to charge in. Do you feel you're up to it?
No problem, cousin. We will destroy these dogs.
May R'hllor give me the strength.
All right. Couldn't free them. And where's the guy who was leading the riots? Hold on a second. Yes. I knew something was here. It's clear by the map, mind you. 30 silver. Well, it's better than nothing. Let's go.
By the Black Goat of Cahor, what in the hells are you doing here?
I have come from the dungeons.
The dungeons? What about the prisoners?
You're too late, lads. We've already had ourselves a little fun with the prisoners.
Bloody piss. It's always the same ones who have all the fun.
You should have been quicker then. Oh, how they screamed.
Piss on that. There's nothing left for us here then. Come on, lads, let's get ourselves some ale.
Let's hope I can fool them long enough to get those gates open.
What's that I hear? Do you hear that, you bunch of slugs? There's a new lord here, and it's me, Lord Wex. What do you want, you? Did you take care of the prisoners?
Yes, they're dead like you ordered, Lord of Riverspring.
Now there is someone who understands. You have my permission to go up there and amuse yourselves with the servant girls for a while. And on your way, go and see why that bloody maester has taken so long to heal Dale.
It will be as you ordered, my lord.
We never let ourselves get...
What's that I hear? Then slit the throats of one of those peasants and serve him up for dinner. Castle life, my lord.
Might I have some fun with her?
Her? I'm very attached to her. The faith gave her a fair bit of stamina. I was thinking of slitting her throat. That would make me the only man she's ever loved. But then, I am a great and noble lord. I am a one-woman man. Well, one at a time anyway, until death do us part. Why would I allow anyone else to touch her?
If I see to it that the maester heals Dale, will you give her to me?
I agreed. Save my brother, and the old bitch is yours.
Rather
What's that I hear? They were complaining of my room.
We showed them, didn't we?
All black and brown and covered with...
A high-born lady in silk, swinging her ass for us. What better sight could we ask for? How could anyone question my devotion to Lord Valarr after this?
She seems a bit tired there, your dancer.
She's just biding her time, aye. And as soon as she stops dancing, she's getting a good fucking. Course, if she wants to stop, that's up to her. Me, I'm just waiting. I'll have to finish a little quicker than I'd like, but I'm not going to let anyone get in the way of me slitting her throat after I'm done.
And how much would you take for your prisoner here?
What? Sell a cunt like this? And deprive myself the pleasure of making her squeal before I slice her up?
How much?
400 silver stags, my boy.
What kind of idiot do you take me for? 400 stags for her? I'll give you 200.
And mayhaps you'd also like me on my knees giving you a good sucking, is that it? 300.
I could have 10 like her at that price. 250.
So go get one yourself then. I'm not one you can fuck like some little virgin in the godswood. You can have her for 260, and that's my final word.
240.
Fine. You can have her for 240, but at barely more than a dragon, I'm cutting my own throat.
It's agreed. Here you are.
Thank you, my boy. She's all yours. Quick, get her out of here before she has herself a little accident.
I'll take her down to the dungeons where it's cool, and under lock and key. Everything will turn out well, my lady. Remain calm.
Don't kill me. In the name of the Mother, have mercy.
Listen to me. I am Alistair Sarwick, Lord of Riverspring, and I need you to go down and hide in the crypts. Do you understand me? There will soon be bloodshed.
I cannot believe what's happened here. Thank you, my sweet lord. If it were not for you, those savages would have killed me. Or worse.
Go now.
Boring though, innit?
Complain all you want, but me.
My lordlings. Or is it?
Under there, maybe? Oh, there's gold there. I can smell it.
like that, would we, eh?
Not likely. Aye, those half-wits didn't see it coming.
We never let ourselves get caught by surprise like that, would we, eh?
I'd do anything to go into town and polish.
We showed them, didn't we?
Aye. Those half-wits didn't see it coming.
We never let ourselves get caught by surprise like that, would we, eh?
I'm busy. Come back
Not
later.
likely. We're far too clever to be
I have to find Harwin before anything else anyway.
I was so drunk I missed the call when Valarr left with most.
Under there, maybe? Oh, there's gold there.
What's coming to you? I'll miss the whole fight.
Ice and darkness.
Take pity. Spare us, please. We will do as you wish.
I will not allow such atrocities. Pox-ridden scum, you'll die here.
Thank you. The Mother heard our prayers. Thank you. You saved us. Praise the Mother. We will get out of this nightmare alive. Praise the Mother. Thank you, my lord. I knew it. I was right to keep hoping. Bless you.
I'll miss the whole fight.
Straight you like capons in return for forbidden knowledge.
I'm busy. Come back.
So that's why they never feel
I have to find Harwin before anything else anyway.
Time, you could piss on the common folk.
But they've already been ridden a fair bit, if you know
I'll
what
bleed
I mean.
you.
Come now. You know very well that without me there will be no one to heal him.
Don't try to be clever.
It's a joy to see your head still on your shoulders, Maester.
Let me work. I have enough to do as it is.
Is that any way to welcome your lord?
How? Alistair?
Quiet. Don't let our guests hear. For a start, we need to get rid of these wretches. I've come to assess the enemy's strength and open the gates for Ryman and his troops.
You're alive, and that means we have another chance to stop this madness.
Apparently you need to treat one of Wex's men.
Yes, he took a crossbow bolt to the chest when the castle was under siege. He's one of the leader's favorites, from what I understand. To be honest, I was considering leaving him to die. These scum will surely kill me for it, but at least I wouldn't have helped them.
I know you would be true to your word, but I can't leave you to die, Harwin.
My life is of little importance, my lord. The only thing that counts is that your bloodline goes on.
A lord is nothing without his people. This is my fight with Valarr. He's the one who has brought all this, and it's up to me to heal the wounds.
Take care of yourself, I beseech you. You are the last of the Sarwicks.
R'hllor protects me. He will guide me by the hand and not let me go.
What are you to do with the injured one? He's one of the best fighters in their band.
I'd like you to heal him for now.
If you wish it. This won't take long. All is good, my lord. Your friend is healed.
About time. I was tired of waiting. Now it's time for a drink at last. You, soldier, you stay here. It's your turn to watch over the maester.
As you wish.
Good luck. This old man's worse than my mother.
I owe you my life, Alistair. Thank you.
No need for that. It was my vanity that brought this tragedy on Riverspring.
That's nonsense. Duty and honor bound you to fight against Valarr. He caused this misery, not you. Besides, he lost the trial by combat. In the eyes of the law, he is guilty.
Guilty? Yes. But look at the result. Mors and Ilyana were murdered, and my people massacred. I am all that remains of our bloodline.
Ilyana and Gawain were like children to me, and it was I who helped bring Valarr into this world. I know only too well how you feel. We'll have time to grieve for our dead once we've fulfilled our duties to the living. There remain souls to be saved here.
You are right. I will not turn my back on my duty. Not this time.
How may I help you?
Before the Bloodseekers captured you, were you able to complete your mission?
I sent ravens to all your house's banners, my lord. But with Valar's men having taken control of the village, it'll be difficult to get their army into Riverspring.
We'll get them in secretly via the tunnels. I remember a passage that takes you just outside the walls.
If we succeed in taking back this castle, yes, that could work. Once their leader has been killed and his main garrison massacred, our forces should be able to take to the streets.
Were you able to spend time with these soldiers? Did you see anything that might be of use to us?
Yes, there are 3 or 4 dozen in the castle, as well as in the courtyard and on the ramparts. Wex is absolutely mad, but a very good fighter. His men will always be more afraid of him than they are of us. The one entrusted to my care, Dale, he was their finest swordsman. Their men are spread throughout the castle. Half of them are still pillaging. Many of them are drunk. Though we may have lesser numbers, we may be able to take them by surprise and beat them before they even have the chance to regroup.
I see. Close this door behind me and barricade yourself in. I'll handle what's coming. There's a good chance this'll be bloody.
Understood. Take care of yourself, my lord.
Where's Joer? I want to ask if we can leave. And Joer has taken the Lord's bedshaver.
They're the ones in charge. He's locked himself in the Lord's
the
quarters.
Battle of the Trident.
For sure. You piss on the common folk, and they can't touch you. Now that I like it, me, this castle life.
I convinced the Maester to heal Dale. I deserve a little morsel as payment, don't I?
True. What would give you pleasure, my friend?
I'd really enjoy having a go at that scepter myself.
It's agreed then. You deserve a little treat. Take her to the latrines, and do with her what you will.
Whatever suffering you inflict on my body, my soul will remain pure. I do fear for yours, however, and there is little hope left. And when the Father judges you, I will be sitting at his right-hand side, ready to bear witness to your crimes. The 7 hells await you.
The hells? I'm already there, Ravella.
Alistair, it's not possible.
It really is me. You have nothing to fear now.
My lord, the 7 be thanked you're alive. My prayers have been answered.
We don't have much time. Go to the dungeons, then take the passageway to the Godswood. Ryman will be waiting for you with my men.
And you? What will you do?
I have to protect my people. Go now. There will be much bloodshed here.
Bless you for your help, my lord. I'll pray for you all and will never forget what you did for me.
Wex sits on the throne instead of the old Sarwick, and Joer has taken the Lord's bedchamber.
I have nothing left to do here. The only thing that matters is taking back the castle.
What's that I hear? They were complaining of my rule. Then slit the throats of one of those peasants.
To our health, and to our good Lord Valarr. What happened to Yon?
He deserted, didn't he?
Not at all. Sent him to the edge of the world, to the wall.
To the Night's Watch?
Wex sits on the castle life, my lord.
Then there's them servant girls, but they've already been ridden.
Disturbing those 2 madmen.
We've got it made. Bugger the Black Court of Kor.
Ilyana, forgive me. You died because of me. May R'hllor embrace you with his warmth and protect your soul. Little sister, I swear to you.
I gave specific orders that I was not to be disturbed. What do you want?
Defend yourself, dog!
What in the hells is wrong with you?
Or is it Sir Wex? It's a...
Whatever. Bless you.
Was that I hear? They were complaining of my room.
But at the same time, you can piss on the common.
Fear for our prisoners. Well, better them than us, eh?
Aye, that's what you get for being on the wrong end of the sword.
Should we drink to
Now that is true.
My lord.
Did you find out what happened to Joer?
Boy, I can bugger the black coat of course.
I don't intend on disturbing those two madmen.
Ain't that right, lad? What?
I gave specific... What in...
Nothing like a good...
May you suffer 1,000 years, scum! His ring bears the sign of the Bloodseekers. That could be of use to me. Now, I must hide his body.
Ain't that right, lad? What could be better?
You've got any complaints, please? Go ahead.
For being an easy fight. A victory is still a victory, after all.
Ilya, forgive me. You died because of me. May Valarr embrace you with his warmth and protect your soul, little sister. I swear to you, I'll make that monster Valarr pay for what he did to you.
Alright, Christine here on Serious Gaming signing out. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video.